Right. Big shout out, man, because it's just amazing to see that. To see like when Andre was on the Source Awards, like the South got something to say. Not the South just in control. You know what I'm saying? Especially ATL, where they respect it. You know what I'm saying? Musically, you know what I'm saying?
And I think part of that statement in which he was making is because we did have booty shake music going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that was part of
Mhm.
our culture, dancing. And so you had a lot of guys probably from other cities who weren't respecting it lyrically, as far as because it was just dance music. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't the same thing. And so with that statement he made was just letting folks know that ain't all we got going on down here. We got something else going on too, and we about to make a statement. So uh, that was a big statement, and as you see, he ain't tell no lie.
Nah, man, y'all backed it up. Y'all came strong. So like I say, especially the Dungeon family, that's definitely 100% respected. Now, going into that, what is your connection to the Dungeon family? Did you grow up with them, or did you kind of meet them later on? How did you connect?
Well, it started. I actually was working on the opposite side of the game. I came in. My homegirl was in a rap group, and they was cool with Sean Johnson and Ian Burke, who were actually Outkast first managers. And Ian is
Uh,
part of the fabric that helped put a lot of the stuff going on that went on in Atlanta back in the day. He was responsible for the Arrested Development, TLC. You know what I'm saying? He helped put the situation together with Organized Noise, Cass. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, he was their manager. I linked up with Sean and Sean and Ian probably when I was like 16, 17. And Ian took me under his wing. He started a group. I don't know, y'all may remember this singing group called Mister. By
yeah, hell yeah.
I was actually a teenager at the time. I was like 17 and they road manager. So that's how I got my foot in the door. And then through that process, Organized Noise was doing their music. And my homegirl had plugged me with Mr. DJ, who was actually Outkast's first DJ. If you got the first Outkast album, if you look in the artwork, you'll see three people in there, and that third person is Mr. DJ. He was the Outkast first DJ. So I linked up with Mr. DJ, and we started recording some records. So that's what got a lot of stuff going as far as on the recording side, and also through just me being around. Me and Cool Breeze locked in. He from East Point. I'm from College Park. Those are neighboring cities. You know what I'm saying? So, and the part of College Park where I used to stay at, we was on the line of East Point. So you know what I'm saying? You go through the stop like you in East Point. You feel me? So me and Breeze linked up, and that's how the whole Calhoun thing got going.
Right. I wanted to ask you about that. Big shout out to Cool Breeze, another legend. East
Yeah,
Point, salute. Um, the Calhouns, what is that about? Now that was a group, or because you
yeah,
Slim
group.
Calhouns, break it down for
Yeah, it's a group. It started Martell Homes. Calhoun is actually a street in Martell Homes. Lucky Calhoun used to actually stay on Calhoun, and so that's where it started. Breeze and Lucky from Martell Homes, and it's bigger than just rap. You know what I'm saying? It's a family thing. So we got partners that don't rap. That's Calhoun's. You feel me? And then you got
them.
myself, Cool Breeze. You got Polly Calhoun, Lucky Calhoun, Big Cousin Calhoun. You feel me? Big Tigger. That's Butcher Knife Calhoun. So you know what I'm saying? Like we out here, we deep. You dig? We actually been talking about putting together another Calhoun album. So hopefully that'll be on the way real soon.
Man, that'd be fire. If you could get all them guys together and do it one more time, we'll
Yes,
look
sir.
forward to that, man. Now, when you said, I think you said Martell Homes, I heard them rapping about it. Is that like a neighborhood, a street,
Yeah,
or a project?
some projects in East Point. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Ah, okay.
they actually one of the few projects throughout the city that's still around because of course they tore down most of the projects in the city of Atlanta back in the 90s when the Olympics was coming through. So they tore down Techwood, Bowen Homes, John Hope, Perry Homes, Capitol Home, all them all those spots gone. You gotta they just regular apartments now.
Oh, okay, man. I want to go into the class and going back into the the Skinny Calhoun album. If you could talk about what was it like recording that?
Man, like I said, that started with Mr. DJ. To be honest, uh, it's a song I got on there called Time Lock. That was the first song me and Mr. DJ recorded. I actually did that song maybe in '95, and it ended up being on the album. Yeah, 5, 6 years later. But I did that song. That was the first song that I did with Mr. DJ, and OUTKAST was working on his second album when I actually did that song, and he was playing the record, of course, around Big and Dre at the time, and Big Boy was definitely interested in that sparked his interest at the time, just in me in general, and through the process, I just kept, me and DJ was still cutting records. And I, like I said, I was working with Mr. So I'm around all the guys. And then I had actually, as far as the Dungeon family itself, I actually had relationships with several guys, part of the Dungeon family, prior to any of this other stuff unfolding. Me and Sleepy Brown's brother used to be in preschool together. That was like my best friend in preschool. You know what I'm saying? I met Gip and Ray from Organized Noise. I met Gip and Ray back in when I probably was in like 7th, 8th grade through one of my other friends. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, it really was just something that was meant to happen. But with the album itself, I did Time Lock. Big and Dre was working on their projects, and me and Mr. DJ was still recording stuff. I had done I'm on a song on Cool Breeze album, uh, and I did that song. And then what ended up happening, gets around about '99. DJ just called me out the blue one day and was like, "What you think about signing with OutKast?" And I was like, "What you mean?" He was like, "They think about doing a record label, and they interested in you being the first artist." And of course, I was with it. And then you know, it was the first song I did with them is a song called "Light It Up." It was on it was a movie called "Light It Up." Usher was in that movie, and we had a song called "High School" on that song. I mean, on that soundtrack. And I remember going to the studio, and it was so crazy because the beat was so odd. It wasn't even, the beat wasn't even finished. It was just like a wicked drum beat, and I was like, "This crazy. I can't figure out nothing." And DJ was just like, "Man, just do you on that beat." And I ended up putting the verse down and killed it. Everything else is history. You know what I'm saying? 3,000. Like, long as you do that, we good. And the rest is the rest.